Good morning, everyone. It's Monday, June 28th, 2021, and you're listening to Discover Joyous Love. This is episode 2, and my theme or my topic today is about the male and the female, masculine and feminine polarities, and how these two must be brought into consciousness before humans can reach a full maturity. Now, everything in the world there's always the differences in the world, such as the opposites, sun and moon, yin and yang, Shiva Shakti, which is in Tantra. My work is Tantra wisdom. You have yin and yang, and you also, the Buddhists see that as the left and the right brain. So basically, the human condition is comprised of a male and female energy. Regardless of your sex, your sexual orientation, within we have a male and female that fight, that try to bring balance and harmony together so that we can present ourselves as a fully balanced human being. When we need our strength, we become the aggressive one, the outspoken one, or speaking with conviction, or allowing ourselves to tap into the strength and the stronger part of ourselves. And then there is the feminine energy within that is more the nourisher, the one who's more fluid, more unpredictable, more healing in nature. But men and women need to have these both within in order to be fully balanced and to be in full maturity as a human being, I would say. I mean, you have the sun, you have the fire and water. How fire dies water out, but then water boils fire. Just imagine when you're boiling tea, it's the fire underneath that's making that water bubble up. And then it's, of course, the water that dies out the fire. So again, we must come into what we call a, a, a balance and compromise with ourselves. We have to compromise sometimes, but we have to come into that space in the body. Good morning, everyone. It's Monday. Discover Joyous Love. I'm Anita. And so the Buddhists, I don't know if I just said that, they see it as the left and the right brain. Okay, so now what we're going to do is continually talk about how this feminine and masculine can affect our sex lives, or how it controls our sex lives, or how it connects us, and how we meet a mate according to the polarities that live within our body. First of all, in order to get to the polarities, the male and female, we must align ourselves with nature, something in nature. We're very fluid. The body is fluid inside. We're made from water. But to align ourselves with nature, whatever's going on, the nature, the greenery, the earth, the moon, the sun, all of this is nature. So polarities, they exist everywhere, everywhere. And one of the things that you want to do and learn is how to assess these differences within your partner. How do you assess the differences if you don't know yourself, if you don't trust yourself? Firstly, we must always approach something with everything that we do with love and harmony. And I know that's a loaded statement, and it's difficult to always approach something with love and harmony, especially if you have a lot of things going on and you're not in your best state of mind that day. But we can learn. And that's what we're here for, to teach you how to make yourself better. Now, getting to the male and the female energies, of course, the male energy within is always the stronger of the energies. The male is always the stronger, and the female is more the initiatory, seeking freedom, sense of purpose. Oh, no, that's the masculine. Sorry. The masculine is more initiatory, seeking freedom, sense of purpose. The feminine is more receptive, more seeking love and sense of connection. So now coming back to this polarity is what attracts us, but it's not the complete image. So if you are a couple and you're a low polarity couple, what does that mean? Low polarity couples, they love each other universally, they're connected, they're in love, but they have no sexual attraction. Now, if both of them don't have a sexual attraction, then the relationship could fizzle. But if one of them has a sexual attraction, then you can certainly learn from the other and teach the other person how to complement you sexually in the bedroom. So in this low polarity couple, one of you need to have a sexual attraction to the other. Otherwise, the sexual attraction, getting to this sexuality, your chemistry, your sex drive is what makes you connected to a mate. Like if I see a man that I like, I'm drawn right from my sex organs, but I'm not drawn to him sexually. I'm just drawn from that energy. So the sacred sexual energy is the energy that connects you. And this is why we must continually respect and honor and keep this energy very sacred, very divine, not depleting the energies. If you have sex a lot out there with a lot of different people over the course of your life, you're not going to understand what this divineness is. This divine energy is sacred and must put value on it. So if you meet someone and you are generally attracted to them sexually, not that you want to have sex right away or sex at all, but is that energy that makes the connection. Now we have the high polarity couples where they can't keep their hands off of each other. They're all over each other. Sex is all they want. They think they're in love, but they're really not. By the end, the connection and the communication is not there. So those high polarity couples will eventually fizzle out. That's a sexual, lustful relationship, and they're fun to have too, because they can keep your sex alive, but in the end, it will amount to nothing. If you're looking for something, that is. Then you have the active couples, which are deeply connected. They have a strong physical attraction to each other, at least one of them do. And they can shift. They can shift to have sex, not have sex, be more flexible in different areas of their life. So they're able to shift. They're a little bit more open-minded and connected. So these are the three types of couples that there is no full package. So keeping that in mind, some people think they're looking for this full package, but you have to work for the full package. Or then again, a full package to everyone has a different meaning. And so whatever that is to you, that's what it is to you. So continuing here, you are listening to Discover Joyous Love, and this is episode 2. The topic today is masculine and feminine polarities and how we assess the differences in each other. So again, these differences in each other, I mean, basically it's just about adapting and adjusting to the differences in your partner, how you become connected, what you like and what you dislike about your partner. I mean, these differences are always going to be there in every relationship that you encounter. And you will find things that you are compatible with, and you will find things that you like, but some things you're always going to have to work on something to make the harmony happen. Good morning, everyone. It's Monday, June 28th, 2021. I'm Anita DeFrancesco, here with you. Discover Joyous Love. Now, there are ways. Now, if you, for a moment, sit down. Now, figure out if you're a masculine or a feminine. Me, I have more masculine energy. My entire life, I had to be a strong woman. I had to, be the strong one in the family, raise the younger children, help mom with the younger children. It just seemed like I took on a man's role. And so all of these years, I have been working on my feminine energy to bring that out, to improve that sensuality, just for my own self, so that I could feel balanced. And sometimes too much masculine in any one of us could be a frozenness, a numbness, or an armor. And so you don't want to have your masculine energy be an armor, because if it's an armor, then it's trauma. And like a lot of men look to women for inspiration. A lot of men have unhealed trauma, armor from childhood, because they were afraid to express themselves, or they were taught not to. So they live in what they call a shadow. And when you live in the shadow, men or women, but men a lot of the time, because they have unhealed trauma, that they can turn to addictive personalities or compulsive personalities. So if you feel that you are, whatever your energy is, now mine is more of a male energy, and I love it, but I love having the male energy because it gives me my strength and it gives me my voice. It gives me my voice. I have a podcast also. It's called It's Your Voice, and that comes out on Tuesdays. But having my voice gives me my power. But I do work my feminine in ways such as pampering myself, expressing myself, going to the spa, finding something to care about, such as plants if I don't have children or people or pets. Bringing beauty into my life. How do I do that? Surround myself with beautiful paintings and flowers, and visit flower events and things of that nature. How do I keep my divine alive? I practice yoga, where I connect to something that helps me heal that divineness, to refine it, to put value into it. Now, the masculine part also in me needs improving, and depending, doesn't matter your sex again. We all have the masculine and feminine. Challenging workouts. If you feel like you have more feminine energy in you, regardless if you're a man or woman, challenging workouts can help to give you that strength, to bring back that strength. Heavy weights, kickboxing, things of that nature. Taking unknown adventures with strange people out there. Honoring your independence, harnessing your independence, opening up to that. And being alone sometimes can make you stronger. So can give you more freedom. Strength gives you freedom. Ideally, we all want to unionize in sacred union. Ideally, that is what we want. Taking a breath, everyone. Let's coming into this moment right now, this moment on Monday, June 28th, honoring the masculine and feminine within your bodies and bringing that into the divine light here. So just opening up to that power. Raise up into your higher power. Respect your desires. Respect your desires. And take that breath. There we are. How do we become balanced in the masculine and feminine? It's basically anything. How do we become balanced in any part of our character? Well, first of all, and they're polarities, they're opposites. And sometimes we have this push and pull energy, even in relationships, with people, with ourselves. It's a constant push, it's a pull, it's a push, it's a pull. But then there's chaos. The idea of chaos can set in, and then chaos sometimes can bring you centering. So we need to have chaos in order to become more centered. But again, the balance needs to be there. So how do you cultivate this? Well, awareness and consciousness is a beginning. Cultivating the arc of sexual attraction. Sexual attraction is very important to cultivate and honor your sexual energy. I can be very sexually attracted to someone, but doesn't mean I want to have sex with them. But I'm honoring my sexual energy, which means that I can stay connected to someone just because my sexual energy is alive without having sex. And that is how you meet a mate. You are attracted to someone with sexual energy. Not necessarily, if you see someone and say, whoa, he or she has a great body, ooh, I want to meet them. Then again, you're getting into the high polarity end of things. It's more lustful. But if you meet someone and you just meet them and you don't look at them as sex, or you don't see that, you're still being drawn to them through that root chakra, the sexual energy. And the sexual energy, we need to continually refine that and awaken that and clean out that karma, especially if we've slept with lots of different people over the years and we've just depleted the riches of the body, the sexual energy. It is so sacred. It is so valuable. Please honor it. Be selective, folks. Don't just have sex with anyone. Dedicate your sexuality. Men look for women, again, for that inspiration and that nourishment. And they avoid the feelings. So anyone can avoid their feelings and tap into the shadow. And it's not a good place to live, in the shadow. Your healing comes from the nurturing, but men more so tend to run from the woman. And then they confuse the woman because they want to be healed and loved and inspired by the feminine, by the mother. But then again, they run to the shadow because there's a fear there. How does it feel to want? I want, but I fear. I want connection, but I am scared. I want love, but I'm 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 afraid. So these are the things. How does it feel to want? I want not materialistic things, but you want from the heart. You want. And these are the things that keep us back in the shadow. So having the voice again, tapping into the voice, opening up, you must connect the heart to the sex. That's where the voice comes alive. Awakenings is what polarities are really about. So, awakenings, as a child, I was 9 years old. I was very sick in a hospital. I had rheumatic fever, and I had been in a bed being soaked in ices every night because I had such high fevers that during that time, it was a very emotional time for me. I was soaked in ice and I had many awakenings, one after the other. And it was such an empowerment for me as a sick child, as a child alone. And this is where I built my resiliency and my strength and my character. And so your awakenings are there from your experiences in life, but you have to allow them to come forth, take them out of the shadow, get out of your shadow and bring the awakenings to fruition. Good morning, everyone. Well, I'm going to leave you just on one last thing. The masculine essential qualities, initiatory, seeking freedom, sense of purpose. A little bit of pollen here today. Desire to complete missions. We wish that all the masculine energy was that way. Competitive, evolving, living on the edge. I am always living on the edge. Decisive and directive. Now, the feminine energies, again, these are just in a man or woman, receptive, seeking love, sense of connection, radiance and beauty, caring, flowing, and unpredictable. So, a feminine energy in someone is very unpredictable. And I will leave you on that note today. Have a great Monday, folks. You have been listening to Discover Joyous Love. I am Anita DeFrancesco. I will be with you every Monday. Thank you for watching.